Huh. So the Leafs beat Tampa, eh? I'm not cleaning this up. I didn't ask you to clean it up. Why are you always yelling? Woo! Are you just gonna get hammered? Get me a toaster. Magic Angel Robot from Winnipeg.
What the hell are you talking about?
This team is ruining my life. Oh, not my Lanny picture. Oh, and the snail. Oh, man. Oh, the box. No! Ah, they lost 9-2. Worth it. All right. Hey! Well, that got a little out of hand, didn't it? The Leafs win 5-2 over the Tampa Bay Lightning! Because why? Of course they did! The Leafs the type of team to play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, beat Mike Tyson, and then get knocked out by Glass Joe!
But you must be happy you won this, Kansas.
You knock that off right now, I'll knock it off when I want to. Let's talk about this game, and then let's talk about you. Right out of the gate, puck drops, the Leafs start playing like a team that shouldn't be asked if they're playing to get their coach fired. Scoring chance, scoring chance, scoring chance! Davey Clarkman! Goal horn, please! What are they going to do with Baby Ruben? And it's 1-0 Leafs. And it's starting to look like they're going to head to first intermission with a 1-0. Jake, what are you doing? Dude, you got to get back. No, now you're in his way. Oh, Jake. Can you just? Jake Gardner is that friend you have who's not part of your main group of friends, who you keep trying to convince your main group of friends he's cool. I don't know, dude. I don't really like that guy. He gives the puck away a lot. Yeah, but he's skating and he can pass it. Dude, watch a YouTube video of this wraparound goal. Watch. I know it's against Buffalo. Shut up. Of everyone who got criticized after the Leafs 9-2 loss, which I'm perfectly happy never ever bringing up again, I think coaching got the brunt of it. And I have no problem with that. I would like to see a coaching change in Toronto. But I don't think that's coaching. That is just your brain taking a dump and what comes out is the puck. You could say it was a very fibrous goal. And I have gushed about Jake Gardner for so long and gone, yeah, but for every bad thing he does a bunch of good things. I don't know if making him a healthy scratch is the answer, but I would like to see a chainsaw to his minutes for a game or two. But never mind that. Did they mention the Leafs won this game? Yay! Oof. You know who got the Leafs 2-1 goal that opened up the floodgates in the second? Richard Panik in the Air Canada Center. Panic at the usually much quieter than the disco. Leafs with a bad giveaway for the 1-1 goal. Tampa with an equally bad giveaway for the 2-1 goal. Thank you very much. Leafs restore the lead. And how nice was it to see a former Lightning burn the Lightning instead of a former Leaf burning the Leafs? Come on, how many of you bet money on an Anton Strawman hat trick? He was a -3, so ha! So that was great. Thanks, hockey gods.
Everybody gets one.
And then a player I mentioned in a blind blackout rage that the Leafs should maybe trade, James Van Riemsdyk. Here's the thing about James Van Riemsdyk. He's a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think he's on the perfect team. Or at least his performance often reminds me of the Leafs as a whole. James Van Riemsdyk, when he's on, is a beast. James Van Riemsdyk, when he's not, is a guy who happens to be on your first line. And granted, this just wasn't Tampa's night. They didn't play all that great. Stamkos got a little hurt early in the game. Ben Bishop didn't stop some of the pucks he should have. But JVR was in there. And you're not going to find many games the Leafs win where JVR is not in there. I hate to bring it up, but the Leafs series against the Bruins. A lot of positive storylines. First of all, in 7 games, the Leafs won 3 against the Bruins. That just doesn't happen very often. Especially not back then. A lot of the focus was on how well Kessel played, and I thought he played great in that series. 6 points in 7 games. But you know who led the team in scoring? Mr. Point a Game, JVR, James Van Riemsdyk, was 7 points in 7 playoff games. When he's on, he's a monster. When he's on, he's a second overall pick. So you shove that little green mouth guard back in your face. I don't care if you have to tape it to your gums and you go to work. So the final 10 minutes of the game, do we talk about it? Because I think it's kind of important that Tampa ran the Leafs show. No. Any other time I'd say yes, but Leafs Nation needs this, buddy. Come on. Fine. You better thank Hat Guy. Don't say it to me. I said say it to Hat Guy. Roman Polak ends things off with a long-distance empty netter and the new token goal celebration of the Toronto Maple Leafs. We've seen a few guys do it, but I'm not sure what to call it. The used car salesman. Scores a goal, has his perfectly stoic Roman Polak face, and then, Polak does have one of those faces, eh? Going on a roller coaster, everyone else is just like, wee! Polak is much fun, yes. I want the Leafs to get better because I want to see them win the Stanley Cup with Roman Polak. This is the greatest moment of my life. So this game answered a few questions. Not all of them, though. 1, how many points did the Leafs get out of this game? 2, and that's very important. Next question, who are the Toronto Maple Leafs? And the answer is, I couldn't tell. I don't know. I tell you what, there's somewhere between the team that beat Boston 6-1 and temporarily ran Tampa Bay's show, and the team who lost 9-2 to Nashville and allowed about 50 shots in 10 seconds against Tampa in the third. So this is good. We know where the the start and finishes. We just need to figure this part out. So that's it for the game. One last thing. Thank you. Guys, I was not expecting last video to hit like it did. Over 47,000 views and counting. It might be my first ever 50,000 view video, which is great because previously my most watched video was a video I took of Taylor Hall when he was still in the OHL. And I mean, I was always happy and I appreciated the views, but I was also like, oh, my most watched video doesn't even have me in it. Not sure what that says. But I mean, it was on the radio, it was on Puck Daddy, it was on all sorts of sites. People were tweeting it. It was on Sportsnet. I work for Sportsnet and nobody told me. People are sending me screen grabs like, you're on my TV right now. I'm like, am I? I had no idea. So I guess what I'm trying to say is thanks for taking pleasure in my pain, you jerks. So that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Brand new Panago Pizza Steve Dangle podcast coming on Friday. And I will see you the next time the Leafs win or lose. We're really not sure at this point.